Just decompressing. Wait, where's... There it is. Aloha. I am... I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if my sanity is gonna survive this stream. However, we press on. Right now, why are you saying no data? Never mind. Alright. As the title, or actually as the thumbnail says, this is probably going to kill me. Not because out of difficulty or whatever, it's because I was so busy doing other things that I forgot to work on this darn thing. And I know it sounds like I'm complaining, which I mean technically I am, but I just don't like doing the line art on stream. And technically, I'm not behind at all. Actually, I am really far ahead on the comic. I'm, in fact, almost, quote, done. Like, the comic ain't gonna be finished for, like, another 12 years. But the progress that I've made, and given that July is coming, Art Fight is coming, I'm going to be going on hiatus for that. At least the comic will be on hiatus. But I also realized I've made a miscalculation. I thought, by scripting it out and everything, that I had enough room on the pages for all the damn dialogue that I was trying to squeeze in. I do not. So, I either have to extend the comic by like a few more pages before hiatus, which means I'm gonna have to cram to get it done before July, because that's just what I decided, because I want the month of July to just be Art Fight stuff. Or I just suck it up and have a few pages of just text. Either way, it's not the most enjoyable situation to be in. That and a few other things are happening behind the scenes. Nothing terrible, it's just terrible for me. Yeah, I forgot that's all her. Oh, and a pink nose. And I did not realize until it was very much later in the day that yesterday was Monday. I thought it was Sunday and that I still had an extra day to get things done because we were doing so much yard work. So much yard work. Hello, dog. He also has white, and it's muzzle, cheeks, and throat. Okay. Oh. And and also, if it seems like I'm in a bad mood, it's because I am. This morning was not fun at all. Nothing terrible happened. It was just several minor inconveniences right after another. To the point where I just exploded on the nearest thing. Which is not fun. I hate being angry. But we apologize and move on. Alright, thank God for simple designs. And then there are these two. Okay, he's got white muzzle, chin, paws, which we do see his paws. Muzzle, chin, and chest. And then on the second layer, let's do his. Nose up to eyes, down to cheek. Okay. Boop. Boop. Does he have... He's got white... Okay, up to there. So, but he's loafing, so you would see it on his paws. And his arms. If you hear clanging and banging in the background, that's one of two things. It's either the cat's being ridiculous or my sister's cooking. But then again, I always overestimate just how much this mic picks up. Because it feels like... Because the mic is like a foot away from me. It's on the other side of the desk. And yet when I'm recording videos, it sounds like the mic is like in my throat because it just hears everything. But also if I say, man, listen to that loud ass truck going by, you can't even hear it. So it's a little goofy. Up and... okay. Good enough. And then hollow stripe, stripe, hollow stripe, stripe, hollow stripe, stripe, hollow stripe. Okay. Oop. Down. Oh, wait. Ears and noses. Pink and whatever this color is. I'm assuming it's the same pink. It is. Okay. Oh, that is absolutely a... I'll be right back. What broke? Already stressed the hell out. If a pot never breaks in this house again, it'll be too soon. Nothing broke this time. They were just knocking things over. I'm so stressed out. And it's not... It's not anything terrible, like I said. It's just a bunch of minor inconveniences that are all happening at once. That are just ticking me off. Along with some other things that are going on, but I just... I'd rather not think about them right now. it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed the bright side. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. Started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab. Well, he's having a smoke and he's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick. But it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. I just can't look. It's killing me. Taking control. Jealousy, turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I missed a bright side. Ooh, 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 bright side. I say good enough. That'll do, Pid. If you don't understand that reference, you are way too young to talk to me. Or, I don't know. There are some people older than me that have never seen that film. So, the fact that I just called it a film, wow. I've seen that movie. I need a vacation. Like, an actual, real vacation. Not just a, oh, since you're not doing anything, can you come do this project for me? No, the point of my vacation is to not have any projects going. Construction or otherwise. But alas, I am not afforded that luxury. I can't even afford that luxury. Can't afford any luxury. Broke ass bitch. Spelled R-U-N-E. I'm wondering if, since coloring these don't take me long, like at all, if I should just finish the flats here and then just move on because I haven't even finished sketching this damn thing. And then I gotta line it and whatnot. And blah. If I didn't already make a previous engagement? A promise? I don't know what the word is. If I didn't already promise a video talking about my mermaid project that I was doing behind the scenes, I'd take the entire month of June off. I really would. Or at the very least, I would just keep it as a fun little weehee, let's not really worry about anything month. And I mean, I can after the video is done, but I'd rather have it out sooner rather than later. But a lot of things are happening. And I know I'm the one who's gonna be scripting it. I'm gonna be editing and whatnot, so... If we get our asses in gear and at least get it started this week, it should be out by next week. Because most of the art is done. Hopefully. Now there was a miscommunication. I feel like Marvin Martian right now. Being inconvenienced by broken terracotta pots makes me angry. Very angry indeed. I also need to find that damn clip of that damn clip of Marvin going, "Oh drat, these computers, they're so naughty and complex. I could pinch them." That's me whenever something goes, even when my computer freezes, which i.e. always. I.e. Again? It's supposed to rain again? Can we have warm weather, please? Sorry, yelling at the clouds. Alright, yeah, no, I got that right, alright. I mean, the background on this thing shouldn't take too long. But I know it's gonna take me like 3 hours to do because I am an I am a detail whore. I pay attention to details. Not an attention whore. Do not look at me. Please do not perceive me. essays have to start. Save. And we go. Let's just turn off the text. Well, I'll keep the speech bubble so I know where to put things. Why'd I have to create a comic with 8 main characters? And I have plans to add more. I just might have to kill a character just to keep my own sanity so I don't have to draw them anymore. JK, JK. Of course. Jokes. These are all jokes. People, chill. You feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste? Yeah. Was this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. Whatever. Sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they understand. Hey, Waffles. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or a moment of truth in your life. And everything feels like the movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. Guitar solo. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I hate drawing cats. course, these are all jokes, people. I love that song so much. So much so that I made it my theme song. Also, because of that song, I really want to draw all of my sonas with a bouquet of irises. Saying, like, I just want you to know who I am, or something like that. However, irises are notoriously hard to draw. Because they got, like... I don't know, if you've ever seen an iris flower, they, like, got a bit right here that goes out. And then they got two bits here that fold upward. And they got, like, of course, the bits on the other side and whatnot. It was like, what is that? How do you draw flowers that don't look like private parts? What was the name of that one female painter that painted flower vaginas? You know what I mean. You know, anyone who knows art knows who I'm talking about. I don't remember her name, but yeah, her. It was like, I used to think, how could you possibly even... And then I start drawing flowers, and I'm like, oh, I see it now. Yeah, how do you avoid that? Also, a side tangent. For a while ago, for a project, I was trying to figure out how to draw spaceships. And every single one of the spaceships I drew always ended up looking like a dildo. Like some form of pleasure toy. It's like, how? Why is this happening? And I was looking at real spaceships, and I'm like, how? What the... So I just gave up. It's like, you know what? Screw spaceships. It's a book. I don't have to draw it. I'll just say it's a spaceship and then not describe it. And then just talk about the plot. Made me ruin. Flowers are hard to draw. I mean, I can do roses, but that's because I have a very stylized version of the rose. Where it's just a bunch of squigglies that I layer. But, you know, I see these comics, especially I've seen screenshots for the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye comic, and there's a few frames where they're standing in a field of blue flowers, which is, I think, like the Well of Allsparks, you know, when they die. And the flowers look so pretty, and I'm sitting here looking at the page and went, some artist either drew every single one of those flowers by hand and should have been paid extra, or they just had a stamp and just went, flowers. Either way, I am envious and I also hate them. These darn kids with their fancy Photoshop and programmable brushes. Back in my day, we just had to draw, if we wanted a detail in our comic, we had to draw it by hand. Not because we didn't have the tools at our disposal, quite the opposite. We just couldn't figure out how to make custom brushes because we're just too damn stupid to understand this fancy computer technology. That and I can't afford Photoshop. I cannot afford Photoshop. Even if I could afford Photoshop, I would not purchase it. That is a waste of money. I had to use it for school projects because the school could pay for Photoshop, and my God. So y'all paid money for this? Jeez. So how was your weekend, Waffles? Oh, bollocks. Good, good. Mine was good too. It was Memorial weekend for us in America, so that means we got Monday off. So we spent our Monday off like we do any other day of the weekend by doing yard work. So my Monday felt like a Sunday. So when I tell you last night when I realized that it was in fact Monday, not Sunday, I just went, oh shit. I'm not ready for tomorrow's stream. So I just crammed. I slammed the text for these next 4 pages. Not even the line art or the sketching. I just did the text because that's how long it fucking takes me to do. Well, I'm glad you don't have much going on because I have a lot of things going on and it's not fun. I like not having anything going on because then I can relax. Also, I'm psyching myself up because I have a dentist appointment this Thursday at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I am not looking forward to it at all. If you want one surefire way to ruin my whole month, let me know I got a dentist appointment in 30 days, because that's what my mom did. It was like May 1st, and she's like, oh yeah, you got a dentist appointment scheduled for the 30th of May, and I'm like, literally had a panic attack right then and there, marked it on my calendar, and just dreaded every day approaching it. And then it's this Thursday. It's literally marked on my calendar as hell. Yeah, pretty quiet. I kind of like it being kind of quiet, because then I don't have to, like, pay attention to chat. But then I do get pretty lonely when there's no one in the chat box, which, speaking of, is it working? Okay, yes, it is working. We fixed it. But if there's like 5 people in chat talking all at once, I'm like, oh, you guys just talk amongst yourselves. I can't pay attention to that. I don't know how big time streamers even handle it. So what they do, they just ignore half of chat. It's like, how do you do that? Especially since all I'm basically going to be doing this stream is just line art. And that is pretty boring. So, if chat's a little slow for a boring stream, that's fine. I hope this isn't broadcasting anything into the universe. Or like, this is the stream that blows up my channel. Or, given my luck, the exact opposite. Like, no one... like, this is the stream that absolutely flops. Because that's about how my luck goes. Alright, why does he look different every time I try to draw him? He's supposed to be rounded. Makes it less lonely so I can ask a million random questions like the stream before. Yeah. I guess one good thing about having a semi-busy chat is that if someone says something off color or that you just don't want to address, you can ignore it and just make the claim that you missed it. But if it's like 2 people in chat, you can't ignore it because then it's just right there. How can you miss that? But not that that's happened to me. I mean, it's happened to me one time, but I'm pretty sure it was just a bot or someone fishing for arguments, so I just kind of ignored it. I hit the wrong button. Ugh. Why does this coffee taste like an ashtray? Ugh. To save myself the details, I'm not going to give them the... I'm not going to give them any eye details. Just to save myself. And because this page is already kind of busy with a bunch of text that people should be focusing on. So, minimizing the details as much as possible on this one. What's your bank account social? Even if I was gullible enough to tell you that, I probably couldn't, because I can't memorize anything. So good luck to anyone trying to steal my identity. Trying to steal my social security number. I don't know it either. It's not numbers in it, is all I know. Also, if someone stole my bank account, they'd look at it and go, oh, jeez. Yeesh. It's like stealing an empty garbage can. Have fun with it, I guess. Have fun filling it with your own shit, because there's nothing in it. You know, I would love for someone to hack into my bank account and social security and accidentally donate like $1 million. But then I'd have to pay taxes on it. You know, that would be the worst kind of prank. Like, donate or like hack into someone's bank account, airdrop them like $10,000. Or, no, because 10,000 is the minimum. Like, airdrop them, like, $1 million. So they have to pay taxes on it. But then, like, mark it down as income. Not as a gift or anything. Because that's how taxes work. So they have to pay taxes on it later. So if you're gifted $1 million, after taxes, you'll have maybe about 10,000. That would be the worst kind of prank. Because of course, if someone hacks into your account and gives you $1 million, who's going to report that? Who's going to report, oh, someone accidentally gave me money? You really going to report that? Unless you're like one of those Good Samaritan people. That's so embarrassing. I don't know my phone number either. I have to make jokes about it. It's like, wait a minute, what's my phone number? So anytime, so like, do you want to sign up for our email or whatnot? Do you have a phone number with us? I'm like, yeah, sure, hold on. And I pull out my phone and just, because I have it on my I have my own number saved in my contacts. So I can just pull that up. Slightly less embarrassing, because every time I do it, everyone just goes, oh, wow. Wow, smart. And I'm just like, no, dumbass. Anyway, here it is. Well, then every time I look at it, I'm like, how do I not remember that? Phone app, profile. Yep, there it is. I had to do that a few times, but then I was so sick of just going under my phone info, because it was like 3 buttons. Just save your own number into your contacts and just label it as me. So you can just pull up your contacts and it's right there. There was one time where not memorizing my social security number became quite a problem, because I don't mind telling you guys this, but I was visiting my my brother, who lives near an Air Force base, because that's where he works, and we decided, you know, let's go on base and do some shopping. There's no taxes and the prices are better. But in order to get on base, you have to like sign in a guest sheet that has your name, phone number, and social. Like, they need that to let you in, because it's a secure military installation. And I'm standing there like, oh no, because I don't have my card on, like, because you don't keep your social security number card on you, because what if your wallet gets stolen? You don't keep that. And you don't just, like, put it on your phone, because, again, what if it gets stolen? So, I'm panicking, sitting there like, oh god, what is my number? So I'm, like, panic calling my sister, telling her to, like, go into my secure files and then tear the whole house apart trying to find my card. And, of course, I'm apparently terrible at giving instructions, because every time I give instructions, nobody in my family knows what the fuck I'm talking about. So, either I'm dumb or we're all dumb. Anyway, so I'm just panicking, trying to find the stupid thing. And of course, she's probably panicking, trying to find the stupid thing within a time limit thing. And the guy's just standing there. Bless him, he was so patient. He just told me, it happens more times than you think. So I was like, oh great, another day at the office, eh? And they're signing in other people. Like, it's not even busy, so that wasn't the issue. It's just so embarrassing. So I'm standing there going, I don't know my own security number, because I'm a failure of an adult. Nothing will ever make you feel more like a failure in life than being surrounded by military personnel, because you're like, man, y'all are actually doing something with your lives. Y'all have your shit together. You don't pay taxes. So I was trying so hard not to cry in front of the private or whatever. But then when I looked at my sign-in sheet, I almost bust up laughing because I didn't read the guy's name tag. And he had a really funny last name. I don't remember what it was, because I'm an idiot. Again, can't memorize anything for shit. But I do remember looking at it and go, oh my god, that's his last name? Ooh, he had fond memories of middle school. That's probably why he joined the military. Or my brother, of course, was razzing me on the side. He's like, you know, if you just joined the military, you wouldn't have to deal with this. You could just show them your ID and then you'd get checked right in. I'm sitting here like, I know. Like, I'm crying, filling out paperwork that asked for my phone number, because I don't remember it half the time. You think I can handle being in the military? He says, oh, they'll just... Don't worry, they'll just beat the wimp out of you. Just... Please don't hurt me. Don't perceive me, please. I know my whole platoon would hate me too because, of course, I cry when I get angry and I don't like being yelled at. I hate being yelled at. It is the worst thing ever. And of course, so, if the drill sergeant, you know, yelling, screaming, like drill sergeants do, I'm gonna start crying. Because I also cry when I'm stressed. Hello, Nidma. So I know, if I join the military and that sergeant is screaming at me for crying, he's gonna tell everyone to drop and give 50 push-ups because Corporal Crybaby just couldn't stop blabbering. So I'm just, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I cry easy. Well, you don't have to pack the years to serve in my beloved corps, Private Pussy. So yeah, my whole platoon would take me out back and beat the shit out of me because collective punishment is military, bread and butter. Maybe if I joined the Coast Guard. Interesting. Well, I can't remember if I just called you Phoenix or Enigma, and I'm stressed, I'm tired, and it's whatever, I'm fine. Maybe if I joined the Coast Guard. And I can't swim to save my life. I'm not nearly tough enough for the Coast Guard. People joke about the Coast Guard being so easy breezy. Because they're just playing in little paddle boats. It's like, nah. These guys hunt pirates. They're ruffians. But I don't know, apparently a lot of, like, old grizzled military guys are, like, saying, today's military is so soft, they'd let you call your parents in the first 3 weeks of boot camp. And I'm like, yeah? What? I mean, I knew that was a thing in the Marine Corps, but, like, is that such a big deal? Like, if you were at war, then I get it. Like, that's a security breach and whatnot. But if you're just at boot camp, fuck it, let him call mommy. Let him my mommy. My mommy's is from the army, and she could kick your ass any day, sir. I'm such a pansy. Bite keys, oh no. I guess the only thing that I would really like about the military life is the structure. But then I think I would get insanely bored after a while because of the monotony. But well, if you join the Air Force in security, you're gonna be bored out of your brain. But if you, like, join something else, I know it's not centering the page, but it's centered with the text, and I can't fit the text anywhere else, so I'm just sort of skewed. That would not do it. I mean, I know it's not for everyone, but I have considered it several times, but it's all for the wrong reasons. It's like, hey, I'm in that GI Bill's looking pretty good about now. But, oh god. You know what? I'm just gonna power through. Gonna do the background line art. No, let's not do that. I've also considered the possibility, but I'm sure borders Ukraine and indirectly Russia. Yeah. Like, if you join the military, you might actually have to go to war. Like, in America, if you join the military, even if we're at war with another country, there's no guarantee you'll actually see any action. Like, my high school Spanish teacher was in the army during Vietnam. He never saw any action. He was stationed in Germany. He dodged a bullet with that one, in more ways than one. Most because our military is so damn big, we don't know what to do with it half the time. But it's that I might get forced to. Yeah, well, pray hands. It's like 8 American time. Actually, well, depends on what part of America. It's noon for me. Here for me anymore. You know where I ended up. Now, if war breaks out and you're not drafted, don't go radio silent on me just to freak me out, okay? I will go over there and kill you myself. In-game, in-game. The Netherlands is so small, it's like 10 takes to take the whole country. Has anyone at... Sweden has. No, wait, that wasn't the Netherlands, that was Denmark. That was Denmark that got their ass kicked by Sweden that one time. Would be on my list of genuine fears. I'm not afraid of being drafted. Mostly because I'm a woman. And from America, so being drafted doesn't mean a whole lot, but... Even if I did get the notice, like, that I was drafted, like I said earlier, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that I'll see action. I'll celebrate and tell you, thank you. Don't worry about enough shit as is. Yeah, I bet. One thing I've learned with American news, though, is that you can't trust half of it. Half is being generous. When they say, oh, war is gonna break out all over the world here in America. It's like, if American news says things are, things are terrible and about to get messy, everything is perfectly fine. But when the news says everything is perfectly fine, that's when you panic, because you know something is about to go down. So, I don't know, maybe Netherlands news is more reliable, but American news is not. I don't mean to get political here, but I honestly don't think all-out war is coming anytime soon. I mean, definitely high tensions. Yes, tensions are definitely high, but I don't think all-out war is like inevitable or anything like that. Maybe a few years from now, but if there is a war, it's going to be like a Cold War, another Cold War. America might be due for another civil war. Yeah, like you just said. Another Cold War, maybe, where we're all just passive-aggressively staring at each other from the other side of the line. But if you think about it, we're technically in the middle of a Cold War. Like, by that definition, we kind of are in the middle of a Cold War. With who, I don't know, because we're taught to hate everybody. It's just us versus the world. And that's with any country. But I'm only saying that because I, for one, do not pay attention to the news probably as much as I should. Because every time I look at the news, it's either all doom and gloom that isn't even true, or just blatant lies. Or it's just things that I can't, like, oh, the starving citizens of blah-de-blah in a country you've never heard of before. It's like, what am I supposed to do about that? It's all just muckraking. Now that's a term from American history. Where basically it's just people that are constantly like, oh, everything is terrible, just digging through the muck of the world and the news to realize that everything is actually not terrible. But I get it. It's hard. Because you want to be aware of things. But if you're a bleeding heart like me, sometimes being aware of what's happening in the world just causes more problems than it actually helps. So like, oh, you need to be aware and to be educated. It's like, yeah, but every time I am aware and educated about certain things, I want to fucking kill myself in-game. Because YouTube doesn't like that. Now the Cold War, what's with this universe? Well, you know, if you look throughout history, the world's never been peaceful. We've never had peace. So, this is status quo. It's better for the mental health. Yeah. Now, some things I'm like, blissful ignorance is only good on some level. Like, if you know, it's like, yes, there are bad things happening all around the world right now, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, being constantly not bogged down, but, you know, constantly stressing myself about what's happening across the world that has nothing to do with me and just I can't help in any sort of way. it does nothing. Like, agony is not shared. You just make more of it. So you're not doing anyone a favor by stressing yourself out to the point where you can't even take care of yourself because you're so sick, stressed out, and you don't, like, you got your own problems to worry about. So yes, it sounds heartless, but if there's nothing you can do about it, what are you supposed to do? Just cry? Anyway. That ear's a little wonky. It's only shared when you're in direct contact with someone and sharing your brain. Exactly. But then you're not even sharing pain, you're just sharing the burden of pain. And that's healing. When it's someone you know, then yes, by all means, lean on me. You know, that dumbass hippie song that I absolutely love. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If it's your friends and family, yes, do that. But if it's people around the world that you just can't help and don't know, and you're not helping anybody by purposefully stressing yourself out. Anyway. It's been so long since the last I've tuned in these. Hey, Blade. Back from exam hell? Just showered, no dirty thoughts. I got 5 more left. Bless you, man. 07 in the chat for Blade with 5 more exams. God. There we go. 07 in the chat for Blade. And anyone else doing exams this lovely May. Pressing X to down on that waffles. Mass Tech, SS paper, you know. Oh my god. Man, I remember final exams. I almost, I remember kind of getting bullied during exams because I would take the longest. Because I was one of the only ones in my class actually reading the damn questions. So I would, of course, take my time. It's a 3-hour test. I'm going to take 3 hours to do it. Answer everything carefully because I was an overachiever and still kind of am. So when my classmates would finish it within an hour, they're like, hey, Rune, keep taking 5 years to complete the test because we don't want to go back to class. You better take longer. They were like, they wouldn't threaten me, but it was kind of like they were all pressuring me. And of course, I was a weakling, so I gave in to peer pressure all the time. But I said, no, I'm gonna finish the damn test because I don't want to have to spend all day doing it. That's good enough. The more I remember about junior high and my childhood, the more I realize I was surrounded by kind of terrible people. Like, I could make a whole video essay talking about how I was harassed for liking Transformers. And I've talked about it on stream before. But my goodness. And it wasn't, like, terrible harassment. Like, I know some people have suffered, like, real harassment. But for me, it was rough enough because it was just me. What the fuck? Oh, I hit 7. That's what it was. Fuck! I hit 07 in the chat, and 7 is also the, sprite thing. Fuck. Did not realize. Thanks for catching that. I must go slam my head in the wall now. Gotta test for math, English, math, Dutch spelling, Dutch speed, math. How many math tests do you have? Oh, God. I hate math. And the more I remember about how I was treated in school, the more I realize it's like, dang, I don't think my teachers even like me that much. Because they're like, I know you're smarter than this, but then, like, not actually treat me like they thought I was smart, or worse, they thought I was so smart they kept giving me more work assignments to encourage me to work harder. It's like, no, man, I'm working hard because I don't want to do this. Anytime a teacher gets annoyed with a child that is crying in math class, I don't think should be a teacher. Because, my God, taking math tests, you know, those mad minutes. I don't know. Do they have these in other countries? Because I think it's just an American thing where instead of just, like, giving you a math test for your, like, multiplication or whatnot, they would give you a paper full of multiplying and division of all sorts of numbers and saying you have to complete this page in under a minute, front and back, or you can't move on to the next level. They were called Mad Minutes, and every time they said, oh yeah, here you go, here's that test, and I would go, oh God, I'm literally crying, shaking, crying, sobbing. I'm being quiet about it because I don't like to disturb people. So I'm literally just going, just crying in the corner, trying to do my double-sided math sheet in under 60 seconds. And my classmates, bless them, they were trying to help me, but then they were telling me, hey, you're breathing too hard, you're panicking, you need to calm down. And they were saying like, hey, you know this, so just need to get used to the timer. So then my classmates pulled me aside and would give me like the blank extra worksheets, time me, and then like have me work on the sheet. Because they knew I knew all the answers. The little answers that I did write down, I got right. But that timer, man. That timer. So you know shit's fucked when the classmates are being more helpful than the actual teacher. Yeah. 4th grade, I had some pretty nice classmates. Then I was homeschooled for 5th and 6th because I was just so stressed out about everything, and my mom was like, you know what, we're just gonna homeschool for like 2 years. And then we went back to public school for 7th grade. The worst years of my life were 7th and 8th grade. Anyone can confirm, 7th and 8th grade, when you're 13 and 14, 13-year-olds are not only the meanest people in the world, but they're also the most miserable. Holy hell, there is no reason I needed to go we all needed to go through that much pain. That was all self-inflicted. And the teachers weren't even being that helpful. Because, you know, I mean, you got hormones, your body's changing and whatnot, so why am I being punished for something I can't help? Talk about public humiliation. Oh god, don't even get me started on the spelling bee. I don't want to start. We're not talking about the spelling bee. We're not. Unless none of you know what that is, then I will talk about it. Exams were stressful, but one thing, they call me a nerd. Just find me studying, relaxing, put on some music, cup of tea. Yeah. Almost got in trouble because I almost snapped at a guy who started a fight because he almost groped. Man, you should have thrown him out the window. That is unacceptable behavior. Grade A classes. They're nice people, but... because metrics keep us... the good old imperial system. I know people who follow the metric system say it's easier, but I can't figure it out. When I say it's 100 degrees outside, I want is, yes, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, because that's what it frickin' feels like, not 30 or whatever it is in Celsius. Regardless. Just to get a reaction out of me? Nah. This is so weird. Straight guys are some of the gayest people on the planet. Oh, well, you got long hair and, like, don't eat gravel, so obviously you act like a girl, so that means I have the excuse to treat you like one. It's like, excuse me? That's pretty gay, my guy. Middle school, these people are great. Yeah. Oh, what is this language? What do you mean? High school, I'm dead. I didn't even punch the guy. Wait, he punched you and you almost got in trouble? Damn. Are you sure you're not a woman? Because that's how it kind of happens in America. How dare you defend yourself? I'm laughing because it's just a sad situation. It's not funny at all. I hate everything. Jesus Christ. I bet that guy's in jail now. Getting raped in the shower. You ever wonder about what happens to people like that? She wasn't my bully, but one of my sister's bullies. I'm pretty sure she's in jail. I didn't really have a lot of bullies. I just had people, everyone made fun of me. So I never had any specific bullies. Dodged that, but then the whole school seemed to chime in on making fun of me because I was the weird one. Which, I mean, yeah, duh. Had more witnesses technically on his... I am literally speechless. I need a drink. This coffee ain't alcoholic, but my god, I wish it was. Man, that was wild. No, I think only one of my former classmates that I know of actually went to jail. Well, he went to juvie for, quote, domestic violence charges. But I think it was undeserved. Because I don't want to spill the guy's tea, but of all my former classmates, I genuinely think only one of them ever was incarcerated. But that's because I haven't kept up with my high school classmates. My middle school, junior high, pretty sure they've all gone on, and I think half of them are married. Oh no, well, she's not in jail, but she is homeless somewhere on drugs. So maybe she's in jail. She's better off in jail, honestly. Of all my high school classmates, I don't think any of them are in jail. I think they're got businesses and have kids now. And then there's me, spending all my Tuesdays talking to random strangers on the internet while I draw cats. So who's living the better life here? Who's actually made it? They got caught kids doing nasty. Oh my god. Why? That smoke alarm's constantly going off, you know why? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. His ear is too forward, that's what it is. Ho ho. At least you got 3 loyal viewers. Ah, yes. The epitome of life. The height of luxury. At least I don't have student debt. Ha! Oh, that's what I'm gonna say. If we have a 10-year reunion with any of my classmates, they're gonna it's like, oh, but you don't have any kids, you're not married, you don't have a successful business, what are you doing? It's like, hey, I don't have student loan debt. Hey! I say as a joke, but I'm actually... If I can figure out how to pay for it, I might genuinely consider getting at least some classes, some formal education, because I would absolutely love to have a degree in psychology so I can throw it in people's faces and go, I know what I'm talking about. Alright? I'm a child psychologist. Maybe not child psychology, but I think that would be cool to have under your belt. Especially if you want to get into the animation industry. Be like, hey, I have a degree in child psychology. I know how intelligent they are. Studio executive. Get off my dick. Because I hate it when shows are like, oh no, children... We had to dumb this down because children couldn't understand this. I'm like, you know, children watch Clone Wars, right? They're a lot smarter than people give them credit for. They might not know how to use a rotary phone, but that's because that's an obsolete technology. We don't need to know how to use a rotary phone. Yes, kids nowadays don't even know what a rotary phone is. Good. I don't wish that hell upon anyone else. These kids nowadays don't know what it's like to have cholera. You say that like it's a bad thing? Heaven forbid these kids have happier lives than you did. I thought that's what the point was of, you know, society. To make it better for the next generation. I don't know. Maybe it's just me not being a fucking asshole. This is the rant stream? I must be in my villain arc. Plot twist, the villain's actually the good guy. At Transformers. It's nice to just drop into your stream. I had to fight 20 tigers and get this. Man, I am not that old. My birthday's next week. I'm not that old. I wanted to get a degree in psychology, but I was in a rough spot after high school, and I did get... Sometimes still get in a state. I'm decent now. Hey. You know, psychology is a rough subject to get in because, yes, you do have to get into the weeds of the human mind and just how fucked up it can get. So yeah, learning psychology is not for everyone. It's probably not even for me because I'm such a bleeding heart pussy. But, you know, it was just like one of those things where I thought it was a fleeting thought. I was like, you know what? I should probably not. Maybe for like casual study, but like to actually go get a degree in it, I don't think that's for me. That's like 8 years of school. I'll definitely be in debt by then. Damn, that sweet win. I ain't saying. Rune, villain, never. If only that was a feat. You know, it's funny. In my high school yearbook, because I'm American, I was voted most likely to go insane by my classmates. It's like, thanks, guys. I was sitting there just looking and I was like, y'all realize I could snap one day, right? He's like, yeah, but it's the end of the year. What are you gonna do? It's like, this is America. There's a lot I could do. But I won't. Because looking for you, I am a compassionate person. I say as I've contemplated murder several times. God dang, that wind is loud. Also, we used to be called Doom the Titan. Shh! We do not say that dead name here. It's fine, it's whatever. Yeah, that was a long time ago. It feels like a long time ago, but it was barely 4 years ago. God damn! Where'd that wind come from? We were supposed to be mostly sunny! Disrespectful weather. No respect. I'm gonna move it. You know, I'm gonna move the sketch so it's just easier. Move the eye back just a little bit. Oh, let's see. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. Portraits. Yeah. Oh, God. You know the first Transformers live-action movie came out in 2007? I was 9 years old. D to be... Likely to go insane. We didn't have that one. Just most likely to go insane. Just, thanks guys. Jeez. While the other candidates were like, best smile. We had other ones like most likely to kill their spouse. The other one, and then we had another category, most likely to get killed by their spouse. It's like, Jesus, what is wrong with you people? Literally, there was a file, most likely to be forgotten. It's like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't get that one. Because I was famous weird one. So I got most likely to go insane. I was like, going? I'm already there, guys. Thanks a lot. Senior year took a lot out of me. But being insane gives you an interesting personality that you can monetize for the entertainment of the internet. Like 12 or 13 when I was born. Jeez. What are you, an infant? You were born in 2012? That's when the world ended. Y'all remember that? Oh God, do you guys remember that? 2012, the world was supposed to end? The good old days. Something's wrong with the proportion of his head. Or he's too foofy. I'll slim down his... you know what? I'll make this smaller. Because that's probably it. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. Oh dear. Now this. You know what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do is cheat. I'm going to select, copy, paste, deselect, erase the bushes. Okay, no, we're gonna turn off the sketch layer so I don't get confused. We're gonna erase these little bushes. Just erase, erase, and then merge down. There we go. Line art complete. That is the best way to move forward on a comic. Just have clean sketches, or at least clean-ish sketches. So when you need to do the line art, you can just copy paste and then just clean up the sketch a little bit. And then boom, we're already done. Oh my god, yeah. My mom thought if I watched too much SpongeBob, my brain would rot. Yeah, that was literally, it must be a Gen X parent thing. And that, I didn't even find SpongeBob that entertaining when I was a kid. Why would I watch SpongeBob when I can watch Magic School Bus? Or Schoolhouse Rock? We had the Electric Company on DVD a few times. The most silly cartoon I would watch as a kid that's just for fun was like Ninja Turtles or something. But that was because my mom also really liked Ninja Turtles, so she would allow it. I am 25. Which is a lot funnier than 24. Speaking of. I only like SpongeBob because of the memes. The memes are so funny. Dang, your mom's old. I remember, that was back in my day, just saying your mom was like the best comeback we could come up with. Y'all remember Yo Mama jokes? Oh my god, was that just an American thing? Please tell me that wasn't just an American thing. I need to know, did other countries tell Yo Mama jokes? She's like 40 or something. Hey, okay, yeah, 40's still young. Okay, a world, good. We are not a lost civilization then. As long as every culture has some form of Yo Mama jokes, I think we will be fine as a society. The wind just suddenly died and I panicked a little bit. We're making Destiny too. There's no more proof for society. Well, no, Your Mama jokes are fun. Because they're not to be taken seriously. If you take your mama joke seriously, you need to chill. God, this is gonna be so much of a bastard color. But, inner peace. Inner peace. Depends on if your mama's alive or not. Well, it depends on how much of a deep cut it is. Because most Yo Mama jokes are just like, ooh. Like a roast. Like, roasting is not to be taken seriously. But if someone goes like, hey, yeah, your mom and whatever. It's like, sir, you better back the fuck up or you're gonna get punched. Imagine being annoyed with a character in game getting his... Give your mom a son she's actually proud of. I love that one. Especially when gamers are like making fun of a girl who's playing and she'll be like, I'll fuck your dad and give you a son he's actually proud of. It's like, whoo! Have you heard the story? I don't know how true it was, but there was apparently a news article where this guy got revenge on his bullies by fucking his sister and his mom and his aunt. And then it showed like that title, and it showed the meme where it showed the spy from TF2. And it showed like the dad and the brothers. And now he's here to fuck us! T-pose on the haters. Assert dominance. What are you, president of his fan club or something? No. That would be your mother. A darn NPC that much. I think he also fucked the bully's girlfriend. Oh my god. What a legend. But also, shouldn't the mom and aunt be arrested for pedophilia? I mean, sorry to ruin the joke, but goodness. Unless they're like over 18, then it's fine, but still, who bullies people in college? Off to visit your mother. Oh, yeah. Oh, he played the long game. Maybe that was it. Yeah. Oops. Very family friendly. Hey, we're talking about family here. What is more family friendly than trauma? They're the ones who gave it to you in the first place. Off to study, yep. Good night. Sleep tight, pass your tests so you can graduate and not have to deal with it ever again. Only go to college if you want to go into a career that requires a degree. And even so, just go to trade school. It's so much cheaper and better. I'd say rude no, but I'm all for that stuff. There's no trauma like family trauma. I can remember where my own files are. Pineapple on pizza, good or bad? Typically I would say it is bad. But I was forced to have pineapple on pizza one time. Because I went to this one pizza joint that had bacon on everything. And you know I can't eat bacon. So I was like, I'll just order the vegetarian. Like, just give me cheese, because they didn't have just plain cheese. It was either bacon grease or pineapple. So I chose the pineapple. And it does not belong on pizza. However, it didn't ruin the pizza. It just added a weird flavor to the cheese and the sauce and all the other vegetables on it. It pairs well with onions. Like, if your pizza has onions on it, the pineapple won't taste as bad because the onions will kind of counteract the citrus and the bitterness of the pineapple. So you're just left with kind of the sweet aftertaste. So, typically I'd say no, but in rare instances, it's a maybe. But I'd never seek it out. Great, now I got the music from Meet the Spy going through my head, and it's absolutely hilarious. He could be in this very room. He could be you. He could be me. He could even be... It was obvious. He was the Red Spy. I love TF2 so much. Best game. 100 out of 100. Now give me a cheese with nothing. Nothing! It's fine. But I like American pizza. Sort of like 10 types of meat, multiple sauces. On Italian, no. Yeah, like, American pizza, you can put literally anything on an American pizza, and it would kind of be passable, because we destroy it with cheese. We got, like, the 49 cheese pizza. It shouldn't be physically possible, and yet here it is. I don't like... here's a hot take. I don't think meat should go on pizza. I don't like it. Now, I love spaghetti, and I love lasagna. And lasagna is basically a layered pizza, but I don't think meat should go on pizza. Neither or nothing. No. And I really have no reason for it. I just don't like it on my pizza. Even if I like the meat by itself. I'd rather have the meat by itself. But if you put it on the pizza, for some reason, whole thing's ruined. Yeah, right behind you. You can put dish soap on things on it as a topping. I wouldn't go that far. But we got, like, dessert pizzas, where it's, like, cinnamon roll crust with, like, marshmallows melted on it, and cinnamon, and, you know, it's actually delicious. It's gluttonous, but it's delicious. And there's even, like, breakfast pizzas, but that's it's funny. A breakfast burrito is basically a breakfast pizza that you unrolled. Yet for some reason, if you take all of the toppings you put on a pizza and roll it into a burrito with meat in it, it's fine. But if you put it on a pizza, no meat. I can't do it. I don't know what it is, but I just... Ugh. Okay, I'm going to... This is on one layer. I'm going to stagger it. Okay. It's not American, he must be a communist. Yeah, roasted chicken is fine by its... Okay, hold on. I rescind my statement. I've had chicken on pizza before, and it was and I liked it, but because it was a chicken Alfredo pizza. And for some reason, that was really good. Like, I liked that. But if you take, like, the regular pizza with, like, the tomato sauce and the cheese, onions, peppers, mushrooms, green olives, black olives, extra cheese. You know, you take that pizza and then you put, like, chicken sausage on it. Ugh. Why? It's one of those things where I have no damn reason to feel this strongly about meat on pizza, yet every time it's suggested, I'm just, ugh. I would literally rather not. Can't you just put it on a bowl next to your plate and put it on the pizza when it's done, instead of contaminating the whole tray? But, like, that chicken Alfredo pizza I had once, years ago, was pretty good. And I think I might have only thought it was that good because I was so freaking hungry and didn't have hardly a lunch or a dinner. It wasn't my fault. The food there was expensive, and that person that we went to like, we watched, like, Alf or something. And they already had, like, they had leftover pizza, and they said, oh, you can eat that if you want. I'm just, yes, please. Yeah, my dad loves chicken sausage. He puts it on everything, basically. I mean, I get it. We raise chickens, so yeah, we're gonna have chicken every other night on everything, but for the one night we have pizza, that's the one night I am liberated from eating chicken, so I'm just gonna not eat it. I may or may not color this. I don't think I am, though. It's the meat I grew up with most. I miss beef so much. We hardly ever have beef. But when we do, it's usually in, like, burger form. Which I don't mind. I love burgers, because American. even though burgers aren't originally American. But the hamburger, as it is today, is American. So, y'all can shut up about that. Okay, so we all love Borger. Bruschetta, bruschetta, bruschetta. We need to get off this food topic, man. I'm getting hungry. Then again, it is lunchtime. I didn't pack a lunch because I'm an idiot. But I was a little busy this morning, clean up after the cats and broke the damn terracotta pot. Okay, so alcohol, Jack Daniel's whiskey, rum chata, or just rum, and soju. That's just about it. Yeah, no tequila for this bitch. I don't like drinking nail polish remover. I'm gonna have to leave in a second just to grab something to eat. Stomach's not gonna shut up. With red apple. That actually sounds delicious, actually. That'd be like a hard cider that I could actually drink. Because I've had hard cider before, and that stuff is nasty. I thought I would like it because, you know, cider. I love cider. But hard cider just tasted like vinegar. It's like, why? Why does that taste terrible? So if you put Fireball and apple juice with the cinnamon, especially if it's Fireball. Yeah, Fireball with the cinnamon and the apple juice. Yeah, that actually sounds really good. Found out on New Year's because I bought a Fireball for the first time when I was cooking. Popped in my head. Oh. Some of the best flavor combinations come from someone in history just having two things and just going, you know what the hell? Like chocolate chip cookies. Well, actually, she was trying to make chocolate cookies. But she thought the chocolate bits, because she shredded a bar, she thought it would melt throughout the recipe, making it fully chocolate. But it didn't, it just left the little bits. And then she accidentally ended up making, they were called Toll House cookies. I don't remember her name, but she's my hero. It's because she just had two ingredients, didn't have enough cocoa powder, grabbed a chocolate bar, and just said, fuck it, you know? Throw it in, see what happens. I wonder if that's how the flavor combination of kiwi strawberry came around, because kiwi and strawberry, hands down, one of the best flavors out there. Same with watermelon and mint. Like, whoever came up with that flavor combination either is a culinary genius or just looked at it and at the two things and went, you know what, screw it, let's see what happens. Ah, text to spoilers. So I still need to sketch this one. Alright. Let's see, what kind of snacks do I have in here? Okay, I have, snack-wise, I have a Nature Valley Oats and Honey Bar. 2 Ghirardelli gingerbread cookie milk chocolate squares. Not exactly nutritious. And, wait, hold on. 3 Ghirardellis. And 2 brown sugar bubble milk tea mochis. And of course, Monster. But that ain't exactly a fulfilling meal. Have in America, we have in the Netherlands, it's weird. Lemonade syrup. You put in a glass of water, put the syrup, Lipton tea together. We have syrups, but it's probably vastly different from what you've got. I'm gonna eat this granola bar and press on. So if you hear crunching and whatnot, that's what it is. Because these Nature Valley granola bars are crumbly little bitches. You probably know the memes. But I think they're delicious. Dust. It is 69 degrees Fahrenheit where I'm at right now. Nice. (8 degrees Celsius). Eight. Do you like add 20 to Fahrenheit? There's a whole equation that you're supposed to do that I never remember. Also know that the metric system, y'all do things by like by 5 and whatnot, or it's based on by 5s, I think, and the imperial system is based on 12 for whatever goddamn reason. 10s, yeah, that's what it was. It was based on 10s, and ours is 12s. Which 12s, I get, makes no sense whatsoever. But it's what I grew up with, so whenever people mention, like, kilometers and meters and whatnot, I'm like, can you say that in yards? How many football fields is it? Someone just pulled up the driveway. Hold on, I'll be right back. FedEx is here. It might be the cat food. Did you get that? I came back with a banana. Dixie, stop. I'm gonna force myself to end stream at 3 o'clock. Or at least by 3. But fucking eat something for real. Alright, I'm back. Damn dogs. I'm gonna eat a chocolate. What'd I miss? Was my talking always that sensitive? Jeez. Goodness. Plus, it's louder than half of my talking. Alright. Yep. Bye, Waffles. Have a good sleep. That's not the right anything. There we go. No, that's not right. Ah! Calm thoughts. You know what I'm gonna do? For this frame, I'm gonna find an old page and reference the expression because it's supposed to be the same one. Don't mind the whistle. Ugh. Man, cramming down a granola bar, a banana, and a piece of chocolate probably isn't the best thing to do. Oh, ugh. And apparently, some health guru decided that you're not supposed to drink water an hour after eating to help with digestion. Which, in theory, would make sense, but when I'm eating, that's when I'm the most thirsty, man. I don't know if it's like, what kind of white bread-ass food are you eating where there ain't no spice? You can't survive a meal without a glass of water in this house. No drinking water an hour after you eat. You're gonna dilute the digestive juices. It's like, I need water, man. I am, chronically dehydrated all the time. Not really. But, water, dinner, and when I eat is one of the few times I'm actually just drinking water. If you think drinking water an hour before, if anyone drinks water an hour after they eat, you're not invited to the cookout. Because you ain't gonna survive. We hate to kill a white boy. Oh, I ain't even invited to the cookout because I don't eat Cajun food. I love their fries, but Cajuns, man, I get you all gotta eat from the sea because it's right there, but my goodness, you put a bowl of gumbo in front of me, I might be sick. Because that is just a bowl of trafe. Makes sense like cups and spoons. I guess I don't understand ounces, pounds, even gallons. I get used to something else. Yeah, the terminology of the imperial system feels more home-friendly. But, the metric system for, building in construction makes more sense. But for, cooking, I'm sorry, ounces? I ain't gotta get out the gram scale. Not for ounces, but, if for cooking I have to get out the gram scale just to make my cookies, whatever, I'm eyeballing it. Just a general approximation. That's what I do when I'm cooking. Not necessarily baking, but when I'm cooking, I'm like, yeah, that looks about right. Metric offers more precision, use it in bullets. Yeah, exactly. A gallon is like 4 liter. Yeah, there is a memorization thing, because, like, we got the gallon, the quarts, 4 quarts, and in 4 quarts, there's, was it 6 cups? How many cups are in a quart? It had to have been 6, because 4 cups seems pretty small to fill a quart jar. Yeah, like a quarter of a gallon, because 4 quarts fit in a gallon, in 1 gallon. There's like a whole chart to help you memorize the imperial measurement system. But I can't remember how many cups are in a quart. But anyway. It's 4 cups. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Stay focused. We got like 2 more hours of this shit. Let's hope I can survive. Oh, great. I gotta fit a line stripe in there as well. I gotta scoot her over. Formatting. The artist's hell. Or text. But honestly, the most suffering I've gone through while working on a comic is gotta be a toss-up between formatting the damn thing and writing out all of the text, because holy shit, where am I gonna put all this dialogue? No, that's not the right pose. Tiny font, I guess? Yeah, but then nobody can read it. Unlike not the old days, but when I first started the comic, I just was using the regular, text function on Medibang. But then I didn't like how I couldn't just format the text the way I wanted. So I switched to doing it manually. And despite many times wanting to, I never switched back. Because, I mean, we gotta fit all this damn stuff in there. Or I could just keep in mind that comics need things to move and to be more visual. So I just need to go easy on the dialogue. But this dialogue is important. We're breaking down a plan of attack here. You do each and every time, or do you make a sheet with the letters drawn? So what I do is I have a Google Docs that is just bullet points, and each bullet is a page. And I have them like dialogue and action that's split between each panel. And I'd try to visualize it as I'm scripting. And then what I do is I go into the thumbnail. I have a folder where I just thumbnail all my pages like by twos, because I usually post 2 a week. And then I okay, then we'll just add like a box here for where the text goes, and hopefully it'll fit. And then when I get into like the sketch, I just take the thumbnail, blow it up real big, sketch on top of it, line art, and I do the text before I do the line art, because it's kind of more important that all the words fit. And I just move the characters around so that it all fits together, because she's giving a speech here. So if I just have a page of words, it'd be boring. So I break it up in between visuals, but I'm also trying to cram all this dialogue so I can get these pages, like what I need to say across in these next few pages before the comic goes on hiatus. Because July is going to be art fight, and I want to focus 100% on that. But usually scripting and paneling is fine, but sometimes I cram and have to rearrange. Like, I wanted the 100th page of the comic to be Hawkstar's naming ceremony, or at least have something to do with Hawkstar's naming ceremony. So her 9 life ceremony. So I scrambled. I moved things around. And yeah, it was troubling. I wanted the 100th page to actually be her ascending over the hill and then chanting her name, but it didn't quite work out that way. So page 100 is her actually receiving her 9th life, and the Shadow Star, her predecessor, telling her, "You have the hardest job of all, of being the founder of a new clan. Everyone you love will die and fade while you remain as long as Fang Clan lives. Are you prepared for that burden?" That was page 100. And I think it ended up being more meaningful because it's pseudo-foreshadowing to what's going to come for the series. I mean, it ain't Warriors if there's no suffering. Which is why the comic might feel a little off to some casual Warriors fans, because no one's died yet. We're almost like 160 pages in, and no one's died yet. What's going on here? Are you trying to lead us into a false sense of security? Who's going to die next? But there was one, for page 69, I made sure at least one character said the word nice in the panel that was right next to the number. So I had to fudge some dialogue just to make it fit. But I only do it on the occasion. Like, not all of the numbers mean something, but like 100 pages of comics it was special to me, and it was also happened to be on the same, I was posting that page the same day I was reaching my 100th video, so that was kind of like a double whammy for me. You know, this is such a good pose for these two. I'm gonna reuse this sketch because it foreshadowing for Lion Stripe and Brindlefur, but they have an entanglement. They have their stories intertwine later. I'd say what their I don't know. I really want to start singing their theme song because these two have a theme song, but it's huge spoilers, so I can't. I'm struggling. You can hum it if it makes you feel better. Okay, yeah, I can do that. It's really hard to hum that song. Damn it. And we'll only be making it right, 'cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can make it to the end of the night. Your love is like a shadow of me over the time, all of the time. I don't know what to do and I'm always in the dark. We're living in a part cave, we're giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm only falling apart. Doom, doom. Nothing I can say. A total eclipse of the heart. Do 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 do. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. Do 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 do. Oh! Stream special, guys. You got a slight sneak peek spoiler into the future of these two. I want you to voice something. I'd say I'm flattered, but I'm also quite flabbergasted. Because a lot of people have told me that, oh, you have a really nice singing voice. And I'm like, really? I don't know. I think I'm pretty average. I am not a soprano. So I'm definitely more of an alto tenor. Like a high tenor. Which is like a lot of people that, you know, the female singers, bless them all, beautiful ladies. Half of them are sopranos, and I can't do soprano. I just can't. It kills my voice. I am of the lower range. You know what? I'm gonna have them on top of their border. I want them to pop out a bit more. Because he's praising them, so they're gonna be on top of, yeah. Once upon a time, there was light in my life. Now there's only love in the dark. I think I even have that song listed as Brindlefor's theme song in her toy house. Okay, yeah. I'd say DMs are open, but I don't even know where my DMs are. Put the liner on top. Alright, now let's see. How does this all fit together? They need to be moved over. If they're going to pop out like they are, they need to both be overlapping. So that means they're center. Okay. Yeah, that's it. And it's because he's so freaking big compared to her, so the size comparison here is a little bit off, but it's also almost correct. Out of stream just to pest you with the occasional check-in. If I wasn't such a coward, I'd give you my Discord, but I don't know, I'm never on Discord. Even though I know it's like one of the best tools to use. I don't have some Discord friends I should call. I know I said that last stream, but I still haven't called them yet. I think I should call them. I don't know. People say, oh yeah, they slid into my DMs and then sent me this. I'm like, but where though? I don't think... YouTube doesn't have direct messaging anymore. And if it does, I can't find it. No one slid into my DMs. Mostly because I don't have an OnlyFans. Like, hey, yo, you got any OnlyFans? No. Gone. If I did, now, if, this is a big if, I did, gun to my head, make an OnlyFans, it would be specifically for what the original website says it was supposed to be. Not for porn, but for a way to interact with only your fans. Which is basically Patreon. And by that, I would just directly and instantly upload everything I'm working on. But at that point, I would just make it be a community tab. Like, that would be the community tab. Asking you guys, giving you guys access to the Discord and saying, hey, I have an idea for a project, but I need someone to tell me it's insane. I need someone to talk me out of it. Like, I need fans that will talk me out of crazy shit. Because most fans on YouTube are like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do the crazy. Let the brain rot win. I'm like, guys, please. I need you to be the voice of reason here. I don't have good role models. Now, on my DeviantArt, when Artfight gets closer, I'm definitely going to make this poll. Or I'm going to ask if any other characters from Path to Brighter Stars should be added to Artfight. Because I already added Hawkstar, and she's got a few pieces on there that are all really cute and adorable. I love all of the artists that attacked her. But I really kind of want Shorttail to win this next Artfight poll, because I know a lot of people hate Shorttail. It's like, please, I'll add him to Artfight so y'all can draw him getting hit by a car or something like that, because either way, is I love Shorttail. I know everyone else hates him, but I love his stinky little ass. He's a piece of shit and I love him. Mine just in case. Again, I don't know. The voice of temptation. Yeah, I guess that might be the best way to directly contact me that isn't through email or whatnot. That's too cartoonish. But knowing my audience on DeviantArt, they're probably going to request that Twig be added to Artfight because he's slowly becoming a fan favorite. Same with Splashpaw. It's like, okay, valid, but y'all have been sleeping on Hazelpaw. And that's mostly because I have been sleeping on Hazelpaw. It's been like 3 pages. It's been over 10 pages since I've drawn him. And it's not fair to him. He's such a good boy. I can't wait to traumatize him. It's like that one, I'm like that one As-Def movie gag. It's like, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor just like you. Ha ha ha. You're not going to grow up. It's like, woo! Me to my characters is like, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. Ha ha ha. You're not going to grow up. You know, a lot of artists and authors say, oh yes, torturing characters, mwahaha. But at the same time, I'm sitting there. I remember, I posted this meme on my Tumblr. I forgot I had a Tumblr. Because what they think happens when artists are killing off characters, and it showed this kid going, meh. It's like, what's actually happening? And it just showed this kid crying while working on an assignment. Yeah. I was working on the script, full script for a pilot episode for a miniseries that I'm working on. And in the pilot episode, to get things kicked off, like, 3 beloved characters to me die on screen. Boom. Just gone. It's not, I won't say who, but it is, like, part of established lore that these characters, I literally created them just to kill them. But I love them so much. And writing their death scenes were so damn heartbreaking to me. I remember scripting it, finished that scene because I forced myself to finish the script, and I just went out, sat on the couch, and just died. I just died. I bawled my eyes out. And I just went over to my mom and said, "It's finished. I finished it. It's done." And she's like, "Oh," just patting me on the back, going, "Yeah, well, yay, it's done. You don't have to write anymore." And I'm like, "Yeah, I have to animate it." God, why did I choose to have an animated show? I have to animate it. I had my players finish an arc in the D&D campaign. They've defeated the boss of the arc. He wasn't evil, just a force of nature. Then I voiced his last words. I cried lightly. I didn't want this. I just wanted a few more turns. Shut up! You are a demon of a DM. Don't make me feel sad for killing the boss. What now? Do I have to adopt his orphan children? Did his little babies come running out and go, "Daddy, where's Daddy?" And then the players have to go, "Oh, shit." Because that's what I would do. This isn't what we wanted. Alphonse, no! God dang. Have a funeral where the kid's just going, "Why are they burying Daddy?" Man, just saying that made my whole chest clench. Because if you know, you know. When you know, you know. Oh, God. If his death wasn't sad enough, that whole scene just destroyed me. Nah, he wasn't a father. Just proved to be a former ally of the party that sacrificed for mass resurrection show. Oh, half a soul, so the... Aha. Of course, as a storyteller, you can write all these extra bits in with your characters, and it'll be like, we will figure out what this means later in the story, but now it's just setting up to what will be paid off later. But for D&D, there's no guarantee that no matter what you set up, your players might not even give a fuck about what you just spent hours of your life setting up and writing the perfect backstory and whatnot, because they'll just decide to go to a different town, or they'll accidentally one-shot the villain before you can even fight them, and it's just, rips papers. I think that was the one time, like, with no dialogue, Matt Mercer made me cringe so hard on while watching Critical Role. Because, like, Caduceus or something, one shot sent, like, a tidal wave and capsized an entire pirate ship's full of enemies, and he just goes, "That hits." brings up a handful of papers and just tears them in half in front of everyone and throws them behind him. He's like, well, moving on. It's like, oh no! Because, yeah, that happens, man. Rough. Also, when Lorenzo was killed, imposed continuous stunning strikes. Yep. Just rips that paper in half. Say, oh no. Going back to the comic, the topic at hand. The thing that I'll admit, and I've said this before on stream, I did drop the ball a bit with writing Short Tail's character. Because, like, the whole point of his character was to be a kind of a foil to Hotstar, to where the problem with him is I wanted him to be he's right, but he said it like an asshole. So no one wants to, like, listen to him. But then while writing him, like, before any of the hard decisions actually came about, you know, just setting up the comic, I really didn't have a reason for some of Short Tail's interactions to be there. So I came up with a few, basically on the dot, like, on the fly. And it kind of made him just an irredeemable asshole. To the point where everyone in the comic, my audience just hates him. Which is kind of an oopsie on me, because he's supposed to be he out of line, but he's right type thing. So I'm trying to kind of rewrite him into being that. For the comic, but I've kind of written myself into a corner with a few of his interactions. So when I'm not working on Art Fight, I will probably be working on the script to the comic, or who knows, I might go on a longer break because I want to work on other things. But I have not scripted, like, the next few bits of the comic. I don't know. I know there's an arc coming up that's probably gonna last a lot longer than I thought it would, because I hadn't, like, figured it all out. But if I cut it short, it won't really mean anything, especially since I'm accidentally spending all this time building it up to actually mean something. You know what? I just figured it out. Hold on. I just fixed it in my brain. Okay. It's going to last a bit. But then the end should directly tie in to what happens in the future. This is going to be the boiling point. I'm gonna do my best to make their paths intertwine with the plot. Yep. You know, you could do the DM thing where, like, you can choose either this town or this town, but it's, no matter what they choose, it's the same town. Sent you my Discord on DeviantArt. Because I'm here for it. Okay, yes, I will check that after. Okay, I'm going to... I'm gonna shrink his character a little bit, actually, so he can fit in the dialogue. There. I never make those decisions. No, it sometimes feels like it. My bosses have contingencies. Ah. I've never played D&D, so I only know it from the memes. It's one of those things where I'd say, oh, I'd love to play D&D, but then anytime I get the chance, I'm like, I just, like, it's not that I don't have time, but it's also, I don't have time. Is this the right expression? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the... Whoops. I'll say that's the right expression. I know, in this previous page, half of my comments are going to be, shut the fuck up, short tail! Because everyone hates him, but I can't help it. Well, I did, because I accidentally created him as a, that way, but he wasn't supposed to be. A minimal preparation campaign for a person in the middle of your time zone. My word into something if you want. Hidden mysteries. Ooh. You see, I don't know, because I know the appeal of D&D is the improv aspect, but I am such a goddamn control freak for all of my stories that I'm not sure if D&D is, like, would be enjoyable for me. But I do have some some dice. Okay, I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to accentuate his face a bit. There. Okay. That's a... He's so short. I feel like I should actually shrink this a bit so I can show them standing up to each other. It's like it shows that whatever you may think of Shorttail, he's not afraid to stand up to anyone who's considerably larger or stronger than him, He's completely relaxed. Well, maybe not relaxed, but he's confident in himself because he's actually very intelligent. Strategic, I should say. He's not the smartest. He's not the sharpest box in the... He's not the box in the crayon. Oh my god, let's ignore that. He's not the smartest, but he's pretty confident in his own intelligence, we should say. He's the Starscream of the group. And thus he is my son. Not afraid. Unflinching. He did, like, earlier in the comic, he did get very defensive whenever Ivy Whisper would stance up to him. But that's because he didn't know how Ivy Whisper would react. You know, if Ivy Whisper was going to get physical. Because if Ivy Whisper was going to get physical with him, Shorttail was prepared to fight, but after a while he realized that Ivy Whisper is not a physical confronter. He just uses his words and his large stature as intimidation. Once Shorttail figured that out, he's like, oh, I can say whatever I want. This guy's not gonna hit me. Okay. I can actually speak my mind. Okay, yeah, that's much better. It's 2 o'clock already. Wait a second, let's... For 1 second. Okay. Yep, alright, that's good. Dude. Wait, hold up. Oh, actually, his eye's over there. Oh, yeah, oh, it's a little better. It's a little better. Chinese style laundry cheek lips. Elias, stop licking. Ow. Oh, you bitch. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. I forgot to draw the background line art. Hold up. There we go. Now he's framed by the tree. And well, that was it, actually. Oh no, I forgot to do the one thing. Click. It's done. That's where his ears keep getting taller in every frame I draw him in. It should be just a joke at this point that I can't draw characters consistently to save my life. I think for this upcoming arc, because this is when they're facing their first big baddie of the series, I think I might Bug's Life the ending. And I won't say any more on that. But it just came to me. I was like, you know what? I think I'll do that. Because then that could directly tie in to what happens in the future. Well, that means I'm going to have to like erase a lot of dialogue. You know, if I also move a character introduction up and have her meet the crew during... Yeah, okay. We're cooking. I can't say much because of spoilers, but we in the kitchen. You hear the pots and pans cleaning. You can't quite see what I'm cooking, but just know something's being made. I'm using way too thick of a pen for this. Yeah, it's funny. I said I wanted this and last and this stream to be the last time I stream Path to Brighter Stars on my channel for the next few months. Probably just the next 2. But I might just have to make a secondary stream next week and just say I lied. Unless I cram it all today. Like, if I don't go to sleep tonight until these next 5 pages are done, sure, I'll lose some sanity, but it'll at least be done. Because, since this is the last week of May, I gotta finish that other project I've been working on. So I can get started, and so the video can go out, like, next week, at the latest. Or, I mean, at the earliest. It would probably go out next week. If I get all this out of the way, so I'm not stressing about it, so I can focus on that, finishing that other project. But then again, that's not all entirely up to me. I need to use the bathroom. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Sorry that took a minute. Someone's cat, being mine, had diarrhea all over my bathtub and I had to clean that up. Sorry if that's TMI, but my goodness, that's what I open my bathroom door and that's what I see. It's like, what the... Okay, well, back to it. That's all clean now. Alright. It's so funny. I say, Chat, I need you guys to be my voice of reason to keep me sane. But then when you guys say, take breaks, I go, ew, chat, shut up. You guys don't know what you're talking about. I would literally rather do anything other than take a break. Except when doing yard work. Then I love taking breaks. I love taking breaks when doing yard work. But also, I hate taking breaks when doing yard work, because the more breaks you take while doing yard work, the longer you have to do yard work, because that work ain't going away, it's just getting... The pile is just getting higher and higher. Also, I can't work too long on stream this time, because, ow. A package just arrived today. That's what all the dogs were barking at earlier. And my sister and I gotta put that together. It's a little... excuse me, wow. It's a little cat tree. A little tiny one. So I'm gonna put that together for them before my mom gets home. Hopefully it isn't too difficult to put together, because she put the big one together by herself. And I'm hoping, since my sister does Legos, that it won't be as hard. Or maybe since it's two people trying to figure out what to do, it'll take us longer than if one person was trying to figure out what to do. Yeah. One idiot who doesn't know what they're talking about knows more than two idiots that don't know what they're talking about, as so proven by the beloved radio show Car Talk, that is no longer on the American air, because, well, I think, yeah, one of the original hosts died of dementia complications, which is terrible, because that was one of the funniest radio shows ever. I think you can still find some episodes recorded on YouTube. So if you're ever interested in what really made me laugh my ass off every Sunday morning in the almost said my last name. In the Steamorph household, look up Car Talk on YouTube. Any episode will do. Chances are I was laughing my ass off at it. And despite watching shows like Car Talk and Top Gear, I know nothing about cars. That was so fucking scary. That is the closest I've ever gotten to actually accidentally saying my last name on the internet. Well, no one caught it. No one heard it. No, that's bad. Dodged a bullet, yep. Dodging it like in the Matrix. Well, actually, I dodged that one like a Dodge Ram. I basically hit it. But shh. Just don't clip it or archive it, and no one will know. Who watches this far into streams anyway? Especially after that long-ass bathroom break I took. Well, you're still here. You don't count. Who watches this far into a stream live after the fact? Because at this point in the stream, you just have it on in the background. You're not really fully paying attention. Right? Am I the only one? Like, I'll put on a live stream just to have it in the background. And sometimes I'll just be working. And then, like, I was listening to all the old Honeycast streams, especially the the far-fetched ones. And I was barely paying attention. Because I was just listening to it because I liked I liked it when they talk about their shows. But then they started talking about the horrors of Scientology. Like how it's a literal cult. And how you can't actually leave because of the way they treat you. And that when you do leave, when you join, you have to be cut off from everyone. I'm sitting there like, yeah, that's a cult. So I just kind of like, I stopped working and sat and paid attention for that bit of the stream. Because I was learning so much. I was like, I thought Scientology was a joke. I didn't know it was a real cult. So yeah. The more you know. His, something's wrong here, proportionally. It might be his head. Or, no, it's his body. His body's too big. Because I had no idea. The cult talk caught me off guard because we were talking about their little animated show about a purple DeviantArt dog. So the Scientology, I was that one meme where the guy's like working in the kitchen and your mom is watching TV. He like keeps looking over and checking, and then eventually he just sits down and watches because it's like, what? I had to pull the stream back a little bit just to, he was like, did I hear that correctly? Phoenix, what is the human mind other than a cursed creator? Cursed creator. I was gonna say cursed creation machine, but I guess my mouth didn't get the memo. I'm not sure about that frame. So I'm going to draw this one. You know, it's funny, I never actually thought of headcanon voices for these characters, but now that I'm thinking about his character a little bit, Shorttail, my headcanon voice might be Timon from The Lion King, but I'm not sure. I joked in my head that he sounds like G1 Starscream. You know, nobody turns their back on me! Megatron has fallen! I am now the new leader of the Decepticons! But that was just a joke. But like, I was just thinking of Timon going like, who's the brains of this outfit? My point exactly. But that just might be because their characters match up pretty perfectly. What do you want me to do? Just drag and do the hula? Wow! That's such a funny scene. I'm not sure if that voice perfectly matches, though. The attitude, oh, definitely. The attitude of Lion King's Timon, who was my favorite character growing up, and G1 Starscream definitely matches Short Tail. He's not as treacherous or as downright villainous as G1 Starscream, but the if I were leader attitude is definitely there in full. You mean we're being watched over by a bunch of dead guys? When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on the world. Princess, relax. For once, we're not following you. Dishonor. Yeah. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. Eddie Murphy pretty much was the voice of every 90s kid's childhood. Because, I mean, he was Mushu, he was Donkey, he was in that Haunted Mansion movie. He was in several movies. He wasn't... No, that wasn't him in Rush Hour. Was that him in Rush Hour? I didn't watch Rush Hour, but I knew it was, like, very popular when I was a kid. My dad, or my mom, wasn't, like, a huge fan of Eddie Murphy's humor. She thought he was very crude. But, yeah. As Donkey, he was funny. I think he was funny in Shrek because he wasn't allowed to write his script. Like, DreamWorks was in charge of that, but the fact that Shrek also had kind of, not crass, it was just potty jokes most of the time, and had some bits of dark humor. I know he wasn't in Shanghai. That was Jackie Chan and that other guy. Whatever his name was. The wow guy. What's his name? I don't know. I don't care. God dang, that is one squeaky. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But there's like a tree or a bush that's right up against my window. Or like the wall next to my window. And every time the wind blows, i.e. always, it's just going... Okay, because for me, it's loud as hell. So if you guys are barely hearing it, then I feel a little better about that. Starting to hurt. You ain't even doing anything, right arm? Why are you in pain? You ain't even doing nothing. It's 2:30. You know what I'm gonna do? For the stream, because for some reason streaming takes more out of me than just sitting here working. I'm going to finish the line work. Well, actually, I'm going to finish the, no, I'm just going to do the line art. I'm just going to finish the line work for this page, and then I might end it. Because my voice is killing me. So with a domino squad and see actors journey. Oh my god. Domino squad. Echo was the last domino. And he did not fall. So I rewatched the Umbara arc and the debut of the Bad Batch. That's such a good show. We all heard the orders echo. You know, it's funny how the fandom seemed to think that Fives was the one always getting in trouble. And that Echo was the one who was like, come on guys, let's not fight. But then when you watch the actual episode, Echo is the first one to start throwing punches with Heavy. And Fives is the one saying, guys, let's not fight, please. You never met a girl. Baby, you and I could really... You never met a girl. Like, have y'all met? Fives only became the Chaos Child that we all know and love him to be after Echo died. Or died, air quotes. Now, I had such hope that Tech wasn't actually dead. Like, the whole time because of what happened with Echo. We're like, yeah, sure, Filoni. Yeah, he's dead. And Filoni just said, yes. He's actually dead. It's like, what? Wait, no. No, we were just kidding. No, we don't want this. We don't want this. And Filoni just said, yeah, he's done. For realsies. And we're like, for real, for real? Are you for serious? And Filoni just, yeah, he's dead. Like, hot opinion would get me canceled, but balls. I'm Echo. Yep. I love that line. I'm missing a bit. There it is. There we go. I'm gonna give her slightly thicker lines here. Because it is an overlap. Completely random, but have you guys seen the new game called Indigo Park? Like, at first, I thought I wasn't gonna like it because I'm so tired of mascot horror that when I heard it was like, there's a new game coming up. Oh? It's like, it's mascot horror. Mwah. Take the lawn chair back in, just like the Squidward meme. But then when I actually watched, my sister watched a YouTuber play it, and she said, hey, this is actually really good. I think you would like it. I was like, oh, really? Well, okay, yeah, fine. I'll check it out. As soon as, like, my usual YouTube gang starts playing it, if ever, I'll watch it. And then, like, the next day, I get a ping that Pezzy played Indigo Park. I was like, well, guess what I'm doing? So I watched it. It's like, this is actually really funny. So yeah, Indigo Park wormed its way into my heart, especially Rambly. I don't know what it is about raccoon characters, but Rambly, man, he's so cute. And his voice is so cute too. I love the little filter they put on his voice to make him sound more synthetic. Especially, I think one of my favorite Rambly line is either, hey Lloyd, or, 'cause I like trains. That line genuinely made me laugh so hard. Hi Lloyd. Nice show, Lloyd. Also, the little, song, the little credit song at the end of the first part was super cute. And I really hope, since they have a good thing going here, I really hope the creator doesn't fuck it up by releasing it in chapters. I am so sick of indie horror game creators releasing their game in chapters. Just make the damn game. I hope this first part was just a demo. Because it's like a demo. Not all the sound design was there. And some of the models probably could have used a little bit of a polish. But hopefully this was just a demo in that they actually later released the full game. But if they do chapters, man, red flag, because I used to love Benji and the Ink Machine, but then they were doing their bullshit, and then all that information came out about the creators screwing over everybody and stealing fan art. It's like, oh, that's not good. So now, so then when Poppy's Playtime first came out, I immediately didn't like it because they were releasing it in chapters, and the main, like, the big baddie, Huggy Wuggy, looked exactly like Bendy. The first the first chapter was exactly like the first chapter, basically, of Bendy and the Ink Machine. It's like, you're nostalgia baiting just to get an audience. And the fact that it just grew in popularity too fast, like, the first chapter came out and you already have a plush ready, little bit sus. But you already have a plush ready to go, ready for people to buy. Your merch is tagged on the front page of the game that you have to buy each individual chapter now. And then, what? Now you've announced you have a movie on the way? Excuse me? That seems a little bit sus, buddy. But then again, who am I to fault them? We're talking about Poppy's Playtime, or mainly indie horror, because while I absolutely love Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine broke my heart because of what the creators did to their audience and to their employees. And with the buying each individual chapter instead of just making and releasing the damn game. Then when Poppy's Playtime started doing the same thing and looked and felt like a Bendy ripoff, I immediately didn't trust it. So anytime I saw people playing Poppy's Playtime, I didn't watch the video because I thought it was just going to be another waste of time. But apparently it's good. So I might check out Poppy's Playtime. I might watch somebody play it because I ain't paying them any money. But then, I've heard about Hello Neighbor, and I don't know. Oh yeah, I know Hello Neighbor. Yeah, I know what that is. Right? Yeah, Hello Neighbor. That one was a dumpster fire. Never liked it from the beginning. The only thing I like about Hello Neighbor is the DA Games song for Hello Neighbor. That was really good. So then when this new announcement was like, new mascot horror game just came out, it's called Indigo Park, I'm like, alright, well, what kind of bullshit are we gonna be subject to this time? I was like, wait a minute, this is actually good? Hold on. So now I'm holding my breath. Because Bendy started out good too. And then it became a monster. So who knows what'll happen to Indigo Park. Hopefully they don't get too big for their britches too fast. And I hope that the first bit was just a demo. And that they're not going to release it in chapters. For the love of God, game dev who made Indigo Park, I know you're not watching this, but if by some miracle you hear this, do not release your game in chapters that you have to pay for individually. That is a bullshit move, and it instantly outs you as some sort of corporate greedy machine, even if you're an independent. It just sours. It's just a sour taste. And I, and a lot of other people, don't trust it because we've been hurt before. I want to like your game. Indigo Park looks amazing for what you've done. And Rambly is adorable. I want him in my life more because he's so adorable. He's a little raccoon with a bandana that likes trains. What's not to love about him? You have and from what I can tell, you also have an interesting lore setup. Why did Molly Macaw, when her head got chopped off in the door, spoilers, why was there blood everywhere? That's interesting lore setup. Especially since you also kind of subtly brought up the fact that those are not animatronics, that they are in fact real animals. That is interesting and good. Let's keep that. But please, do not release your game in chapters. Just make the whole damn game and then release it when it's done. Yeah, sure, you can give early access codes to big YouTubers. That's fine. Scott Cawthon did that, so they can, like, catch all the bugs and whatnot. But please, no more chapter by chapter releases. That's just bitchy. It's a bitching move. And I immediately don't trust you if you do that. Anyway. I forgot to rant. Well, no, but I really enjoyed the Cuphead, but the DA game song was... Didn't really enjoy Cuphead, but the brother and I... Yeah, the game Cuphead looked like a rage game, so I was like, I knew I wouldn't play anything like that. But the DA game song was really good. The show, however, the Netflix show for Cuphead, was absolutely adorable and hilarious. That show actually made me laugh my ass off more than once. It was just so funny. And the songs were really good. You don't enjoy, but the fan song slap. Yeah. Like, I don't like Bending the Ink Machine anymore, but those songs that DA Games put out, oof, they're so good. I love, Gospel of Dismay, Build Our Machine. What's the song for the third one? Something of Cyanide. What's the song for chapter 3 called? But also, now that just reminds me, if you release your game out in chapters, then the fans would go like, where's the chapter 3 song? Yeah, Instruments of Cyanide. That's such a good song. But the thing is, it was kind of forced on DA to make a song for each chapter instead of just making one song for the game. People are like, where's the chapter 3 song? Where's the chapter 3 song? Where's the Bendy chapter 3 song? It's like, chapter 3 ain't here yet. And even when it was here, it was kind of just a fetch quest. How do you make a song for a chapter that was just an hour of back and forth fetch questing? What the fuck? You made us wait 5 months for a chapter that's just an hour of cleaning your room? What? No, I ain't paying for that. Chapter 2 was cool. You know, we got Sammy and whatnot. And the last few chapters, yes, while they looked big and grandiose and whatnot, well, that was just because the studio was just throwing all their money at these chapters because they made us wait so damn long. And then the final story that we did get was mediocre at best. The final story we got for Bendy and the Ink Machine was mediocre at best. It was, like, the fan theories were so much better. Yeah, I love his medley. I really like his Heart of an Artist album. That's like the first online digital album I ever bought, was his Heart of an Artist album. Especially love the songs Heart of an Artist. and As the Lights Go Out. Those songs speak to me on a spiritual level. By the time you hear me cry, I'd have lost you through thousands of voices, all blinded by the sound. No remorse for me is found, and I am not meant to be chained to the ground. I have no soul, have no goal, have no promises, yet the last is in the way. I didn't listen to the whole song, to the whole album of, what's that one song? What's that, whatever album, You're Better Off. Anyway, that's the song I'm thinking of. I didn't listen to the full album, but that song is so good. I love that song. Because it's exactly how I feel sometimes. Did part of my play. Oh yeah. Love those guys. Especially when Jonathan Young did a bunch of those metal covers of sea shanties. Those were really good. I have them all on my playlist. Well, most of them, anyway. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys rolling down to old Maui. Our flag unveiled for a northerly gale, rolling down to old Maui. It's funny, this shit is what I should have been doing off stream, but then when I'm gonna end stream, I'm gonna be doing the things that I usually do off stream. Ain't that just the way? That's how she rolls. I looked closest to him. I feel like saying that. I really like his original song, Children of Night. You know, the collab with 3 Days Fucking Grace. Like, how did you manage that? That was Jonathan Young, right? Yeah, that was Jonathan Young. Love that song. Whoa! Damn it all. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. I gotta end stream. Hold on, I gotta end stream. Let me just finish this one thing. Ah! Flag unveiled for a northerly gale, rolling down to old Maui. Alright. I'm forcing myself to end stream so I can go take a break, eat a proper lunch, put together that cat tree, and then I'll come back and do this. So, thank you all so much for watching. I don't think there's gonna, I don't think there's gonna be a video this Thursday because I don't have anything prepared. And I'm gonna be in the dentist chair this Thursday at 8 o'clock. So maybe if all goes well, I'll come home from that and then make a quick video talking about how much I hate the dentist. Or maybe if this changed my life or ruined my life. Who knows? We shall see. Anyway. And it is windy as hell out there. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot of announcements coming up. Maybe... No, I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep, so just know that there are projects going on behind the scenes. They're just taking a lot longer than I thought to complete. So this June should be, like, just me jumping all those projects, just getting them finished before Art Fight. So if I get, like, a project done per week, that should be good. If nothing bad happens this next 30 days. Cross your fingers. Because well, nothing bad, but, like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Whatever. Anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. I will go take care of myself. Thank you. Bye-bye.